What's going on, y'all? I'm Brandon from Vegas, Las Vegas' favorite realtor. Welcome back to the Won't You Be My Neighbor podcast. This is where I take my weekly lesson plans that I teach on TikTok, and we take the best one from the week and we record it for you guys so that everyone can get a replay and an understanding of the real estate lessons that I'm teaching. Today's class focuses on the real cost of interest rates. The real cost of interest rates. A lot of people, if I ask them, why don't you buy a house, or what makes you so afraid to buy a house? They'll say the interest rates are high, right? And the very first question I ask them, it's my favorite thing. I say, what's the average interest rate? What's the average, right? For you to say something is high, you have to know what the average is, right? Because high simply means above average. And then I go, what's the average interest rate? And they go, well, I don't know. Well, then how do you know it's high? Well, the TV told me. Well, I read an article that told me. Did they tell you what the average is? No. It's almost like they're just lying to you then, isn't it? So what I'm teaching you guys today is the real cost of interest rates. I'm going to keep this to about 25 minutes, right? And if you guys have any questions afterwards, feel free to leave them in the comments or just message me directly. I'll be glad to help you or assist you in any way possible, okay? So this is April 21st, 2023, class number 412, the real cost of interest rates. So I have a little whiteboard for my live classes, and here on YouTube, we're gonna have this screen right here. I find it much easier to teach people when you can see the words on the screen. That way it's easier to follow along like a true classroom, right? So here we go. The real cost of interest rates. The current interest rate, because right, this is what you guys wanna know. The current interest rate is hovering somewhere around 6.5%. That's the current interest rate, all right? The historic average interest rate. Now, you're gonna see a bunch of different numbers depending on where someone takes their, beginning of historic. Does historic mean 1900? Does historic start at 1950, right? Typically what we get on the realtor side is the historic average for interest rate is about 7.8%. Some of your parents bought at 13 and 15%, right? And some of you who bought from 2018 to 2020, some of you guys may have gotten 2.5 to 3%, which is fantastic. But the average is 7.8. We are currently at 6.5. So as you can see, we're still below average. Now, I'm going to state the obvious because I'm not here to lie to you. I'm not here to trick you. I'm not here to deceive you. In fact, it's the opposite of that. I like to give you both sides so you're informed and you can make an informed decision for yourself. So housing prices are higher than your grandfather's, right? That's what I always hear. Well, Brandon, yeah, the interest rate might be below average, but housing prices are also higher than when my grandpa and my parents bought. That is true. What is also true is you have more money and the ability to make more money than your grandfather did, okay? Your grandfather had to go to the military. He had to serve, right? He had to go to the military and serve. He had to learn a trade or a skill. And your grandfather was never dreaming about getting rich. Your grandfather wasn't dreaming about getting rich. You have the ability to get rich. You can be a YouTuber, a drop shipper, a social media influencer. You can promote your business to a global audience. Your grandfather didn't have that ability. So yes, the housing prices are increased, but your ability to make money has also increased. Remember, pros and cons. You got to look at both sides. So what we have is a current interest rate at 6.5, historic average at 7.8. And the big question I have for you guys is, what does a house cost? What does a house cost? So many people make the same mistake when it comes to home buying. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to see the single biggest mistake people make when it comes to home buying? They focus on the list price and the interest rate, okay? Oh, hold up. Interest rate. Instead of, man, my typing is trash today. Instead of focusing on what the house will actually cost them, AKA the mortgage. All right? This is the biggest mistake you guys make. I deal with new buyers, first-time buyers on a daily basis. Legitimately, I have a database of about 608 new or first-time buyers who I'm working with and trying to educate and coach into learning how to real estate works, right? And the biggest mistake that 90% of them make is focusing on the list price and the interest rate instead of focusing on what the house will actually cost them, which is the mortgage. The list price doesn't matter. Let me show you how the list price doesn't matter, okay? List price is $800,000, but the interest rate is 1%. Are you worried about the list price if the interest rate is 1%? Probably not. Probably not. Now let me show you how the interest rate doesn't matter. Interest rate is, let's call it 3%, but houses are going 100,000 over list price. Do you care about the interest rate in this situation? No, right? Ultimately, what you guys care about is how much is the mortgage going to cost me? So let's go over the true cost of a mortgage, all right? Now, I have a mortgage calculator that I have access to, and all of you guys also have access to a mortgage calculator. For those of you who are new, what you want to do is go to mortgagecalculator.org. Mortgagecalculator.org. I'm going to have Austin, my producer, put it up on the screen for you guys, but you guys can see what it looks like right here. Mortgagecalculator.org. Now, this isn't perfect. To get a perfect estimation of your mortgage, you're going to need to speak to a lender or a bank so they can run official numbers, they can run title numbers, all those things. But if you just want to get a general estimate of your mortgage, you can head here. What we're going to do is take a $400,000 home. We're going to put down 5%, which is a standard conventional loan, right? We're going to switch the interest rate to 6.5%, right? And we are going to calculate your guys' mortgage. Now, I know this number in advance because I've taught this class many times, but the answer is $2,843. I didn't want to just pull it out of my butt, right? I wanted to show you guys how I got there so you don't think that I'm just some guy on the internet making up numbers, right? So $400,000 home at 6.5% equals $2,843. That's your mortgage. Now, what happens if the interest rate goes down to 5%? This is the question you guys have to ask yourself because remember, your focus is what does the house cost? So what happens if the interest rate goes down to 5%? Well, the first thing you need to ask yourself is, will this house still cost me $400,000 if the interest rate goes down to 5%? Okay? This is the first question that you guys need to ask yourself. The second question you have to ask yourself is, does the interest rate go down for just me, or do rich people get the same rate? This is the mistake, and this is what they are not teaching you guys. They're not teaching you guys to ask these questions. They tell you guys, oh man, wait till buy when the interest rate goes down. But they don't tell you these two things. If the interest rate goes down to 5.0, your $400,000 house no longer costs $400,000. Why? Because the interest rate controls how much money you can borrow. The interest rate controls how much money you can borrow and at what cost. Do you understand? So if the interest rate goes down, that means people can borrow more money. And guess what, guys? These people who are borrowing money, they are probably richer than you, which means they have more money to borrow from. Do you understand? They have more money. They can put down a larger deposit. The interest rate doesn't just go to 5% for you. It goes down for them as well. So when the interest rate goes down to 5%, what happens to your $400,000 house? Your $400,000 house now costs $450,000 and up. Do you understand? Your $400,000 house that you could afford now costs $450,000. Why? Because people can borrow more money, which means they're willing to spend more money. So let's take a look at what a $450,000 house costs at 5%. Okay? Remember, I'm just giving you guys the numbers so you guys can make an informed decision for yourself. Okay? What does a $450,000 home at 5% equal? We're going to go back to our mortgage calculator here, and we're going to switch the numbers from 400,000 to 450,000. We're still going to do a 5% down payment. We're going to switch the interest rates all the way down to 5%. Okay? The number you get is $2,756. It's right here, $2,756. Okay? So there's the numbers for you guys to see. I've done them for you. There's no opinion here. This is straight from a mortgage calculator website. So the difference in your home is you're saving about $90. You're saving about $90 a month on your mortgage. Now, listen, I grew up broke. I grew up broke as hell. I will never sit here and tell you that $90 a month is nothing, right? I'll never tell you that. That's $1,080 per year. I'm never going to tell you that $1,100 is nothing, right? That's some privileged shit to say some stuff like that, okay? But what I will tell you is this. What is it costing you while you're waiting to get to a 5.0 mortgage, right? You're waiting for the number to go from 6.5 to 5.0. What are you doing while you're waiting? You're renting, right? Because if you don't own a home, your other option is renting. Now, I know some of you can stay with parents or some of you stay with family, but a majority of people are not doing that. A majority of people are renting. So let's ask you again, what does a house cost? What does your rent cost? So if you're renting for $2,000 a month, hell, let's lower it. Let's say your rent is $1,800 a month. Okay? $1,800. That's $21,600 you're paying a year in rent while waiting to save $90. Okay? What you guys are seeing on the screen next to me is the true cost of interest rates and the true cost of renting. You have to ask yourself one important question. Is it worth $21,600 a year to save $90 a month? Is it worth $21,600 a year to save $90 a month? I would say no. I would say no. And the reason is there's no way to predict when the interest rate is going to hit 5%. You could be renting for 2 to 3 years, which means you could be spending $42,000 to $63,000 to try to save $90. Think about that, right? These are the questions that they are not putting in your guys' faces. This is the information they're not sharing with you guys. They're either telling you, go buy a house right now, or they're telling you, go rent right now, but nobody is teaching you anything, right? What I have shown you right here, and I tried to keep it within 25 minutes, is the true cost of rent and the true cost of a mortgage. You guys need to see the numbers. You guys need to make informed decisions for yourself, but this is what it looks like, right? Ultimately, this is why we tell you guys renting can never live up to buying. Because with your $21,600 in rent, do you know what you're not making? This is another big one that they're not teaching you guys. Do you know what you're not getting with your $21,600 a year? Equity. Equity. Equity is the reason you buy homes. Homes grow in price. You make money off of what you paid for the home and what you owe versus how much the home is worth now. This is how your grandfather's house went from $80,000 and he sold it for $600,000 $1,000. This is how people make generational wealth. You gain equity in your home. Well, when you're renting your house, you're not making any equity. So not only are you paying $21,600, you're getting $0 in return for your money, right? I'm not going to sit here and tell you there's a perfect time to buy. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that everyone can run out and buy houses right now. I'm not going to do that. That's bullshit. That's a lie. What I'm telling you is renting almost never is better than buying once you factor in all the numbers. There's no wealth to be generated by renting, okay? And if you are still afraid, that's okay. But I wanted to provide you guys enough information that if you are on the fence, rent versus buy, you now have enough information at your disposal to make an informed decision. And that is what education is about. Education isn't about telling you guys how to think. Education is not about telling you how to feel. Education is about giving you all the facts, good and bad, and letting you make an informed decision based on that. All right? My name is Brandon from Vegas, the Black Mr. Rogers. Thank you, everyone who tunes in and who keeps supporting the YouTube. We appreciate your likes. We appreciate you subscribing. We appreciate your follows. And I got one question for you. Won't you be my neighbor?